Well, hey gang, Daryl Davis coming here to talk about designing a life worth smiling about. So I want to talk to you about the greatness that lies within you. There's a great story that I heard about. This man had these trees. He was clearing his property of some dead trees, and so he cut them down, and he was going to throw out these big pieces of wood. And his neighbor had seen one of these big pieces of wood and asked if he could have it. Well, his neighbor said, well, what do you want to do with this useless piece of wood? There's nothing you can really do with it. It's too big. Anyway, the neighbor said, I'll find a use for it. So he takes this wood, and it turns out he's a sculptor. And he takes and carves out this beautiful eagle. I mean, this eagle looked like it was in flight. It was soaring. It was in polyurethane. It just made the thing a beautiful piece of art. And he puts it on his front lawn. Well, one day his neighbor who had cut down the trees had seen this beautiful sculpture, and he asked if he could buy it from him. He said, well, it's not for sale. He said, no, I'll pay you any amount of money. It's absolutely beautiful. I want to have it. So the sculptor said, all right, fine, $500. As they exchanged the money, the sculptor said to his neighbor, by the way, I carved this eagle out of that useless piece of wood that you gave me. So then the next day, the neighbor, he had all these logs out on his front lawn, and he had a sign that said, logs for sale, $500. But here's the point of this story, is that I believe inside of you is a soaring eagle. Inside of you that there's greatness. And sometimes you might have people in your life that if you're trying to accomplish something great, they might say, oh, that's a waste of time, or that's useless, or won't work, etc., etc. But here's what you need to know about you. What I know about you is that inside of you is that soaring, beautiful eagle. Don't pay attention to any of the negative people or naysayers or comments. You've got to let that eagle out. It exists there. That's who you are. This story reminded me about Michelangelo. He was asked, how does he create these beautiful sculptures and statues out of marble? And he said, I don't create the statue. It already exists in the marble. What I do is remove the pieces of the marble that aren't part of the statue. So anyway, I believe that you have that greatness in you. Let it out today. Let it out this week. Let it out in your life. Hope this helped you. Have a wonderful day. And don't forget to keep smiling.